Every business should have a social strategy backed by a social media budget. Find out how much you should be spending on social media marketing. The social media budget. For many social media managers, putting together and justifying financial asks is an anxiety-inducing annual event. However, budget time is also an important chance to prove the value of your work. Creating your budget highlights the scope of your ambitions for the year ahead, and should also highlight the return on investment from the budget invested the previous year. If you're feeling stressed over what you're asked to accomplish with your budget for social media, know you're not alone. Key takeaways. Your social media budget should include more than just ads. Remember to factor in content creation tools and even influencer partnerships to cover a well-rounded strategy. Stay flexible, leave room in your budget to adapt to trends. Social media is fast-moving and you'll want the flexibility to pivot when necessary. Don't forget about tools. Social media management and AI tools can help streamline your efforts and boost productivity. They're an investment that pays off in efficiency, so make sure to budget for them. What is a social media budget? A social media budget is a document that specifies how much you plan to spend on social media over a specific time. It's usually annual, but could also be broken down by month, by quarter, or even for a specific campaign. Budget information is typically presented in a simple spreadsheet, but it's not uncommon to see social media budgets in project management tools. Whatever tool you use, make sure that the data is clearly presented and easy to understand. It should allow you to track expenses over the course of the year to help you analyze where you're spending money and measure your return on investment. What expenses should your social media budget include? Your budget for social media is not just the amount you spend on paid ads, although that may be a significant line item. Here are all the factors to consider when planning your budget. Content creation. Content is and always will be king. Many social marketers spend more than half of their social media campaign budget on content creation. Here are some line items you might want to include in this budget section. Photography and images, video production talent such as actors and models, production costs like props and location rentals, equipment such as microphones and lighting, graphic design, copywriting, editing, and possibly translation. Costs will vary significantly depending on how custom you want your project to be. For example, you can get started with photos and graphics from a free stock photography site, in which case you can budget $0 for photos. However, if you want a more custom approach or you want to show off your specific products, you'll need to hire a photographer. Likewise, your video production costs will vary significantly depending on whether you shoot quick reels from your phone or hire an agency. This is one area where AI tools can have a significant impact on your social media budget. They can't take over your content creation tasks completely, but they can help speed up content creation tasks and boost your team's creativity. If you haven't tried AI for content creation yet, we suggest doing so before planning your next content creation budget. Hootsuite's free AI content creation tools can help you understand the potential impact of AI on your content budget. Keep in mind that you do not need to create content for every single social platform, although if you want to, tweaking content for various platforms is one task you can assign to AI. Brands are focusing their social budget on the platforms where they see the best ROI, and you should too. Social advertising. When planning your social media ads budget, remember that the goal is not always, or maybe not ever, an immediate sales conversion. Social ads bring people into the top of your sales funnel so you can convert them to customers through a combination of organic and paid future posts. For this reason, social ads are a valuable budget line item for many businesses. If you haven't yet tried them, it's worth experimenting to see how they impact your results. We recommend starting small and scaling versus budgeting thousands of dollars for paid campaigns when you're not fully sure of what works and what doesn't. To get you started, here are the minimum spend amounts required to run a campaign on each of the major social networks. The minimum spend won't get you access to all advertising options or a lot of exposure, but it does give you a sense of how little it can take to get started. Facebook, $1 per day. Instagram, $5 over 6 days. TikTok, $20 per day for ad groups or $50 per day for campaigns. LinkedIn, $10 per day. Pinterest, 10 cents per click. X, formerly Twitter, no minimum spend. Snapchat, $5 per day. To calculate how much you should spend on your next Facebook ad campaign based on your revenue goals, try our free Facebook Ads social media budget calculator. Pro tip: for more tips and insights on combining paid and organic, read paid versus organic social media, how to integrate both into your strategy. To run effective campaigns on social media, you need a tech stack. A social media management dashboard is a must for anyone running campaigns on more than one channel. Hootsuite plans start at $99 per month. Beyond that, there are a lot of options for tool categories that can make your life easier and improve results. Costs for these tools range from free to hundreds or even thousands of dollars per month. If you're adding new paid tools to your budget, include a cost analysis to show how the tool will pay for itself. Increased productivity is a great place to start. Don't go overboard here. Social media security and risk management tools. It can be tempting to tackle everything yourself, but that's often not realistic. Whether you're short on specific expertise or simply don't have the person power to implement all your strategies, agencies and freelancers can be a good way of expanding your team without additional headcount. Agencies and freelancers also allow the flexibility to ramp up when needed without committing ongoing resources to a staff position. Since you hire for specific skills, you can save time on training and onboarding. How much should you budget for freelancers and agencies? A good guide to freelancer rates in 2024 can be found on the Editorial Freelancers Association website. Graphic design, $47.50 to $85 per hour. Copywriting, $62.50 to $100 per hour. Copy editing, $50 to $60 per hour. Translation, $50 to $70 per hour. Contests and giveaways. Social media contests and giveaways can be an effective way to build brand awareness, increase engagement, and grow your following. They can also help you bring in a library of user-generated content, but you need to dedicate some budget to the rewards you'll offer for participation. The best-case scenario here is to offer your own products or services as a prize. It limits your budget commitments while also exposing people to your offering and potentially getting additional social content after the prize is rewarded. Partnering with another brand can provide a way to offer a larger prize without a larger budget expense, like Porter Airlines and Visit the USA did here. When budgeting for giveaways, don't forget to include rewards for internal contests and rewards. Employee advocacy is a budget-friendly way to dramatically increase your social media reach. A little healthy competition or random giveaways can help increase uptake in your advocacy program. Training and development. Social media changes fast and your team's roles can change and grow equally quickly. And your team is likely figuring a lot of things out on the fly. Colleges and universities are just now starting to offer social media training, and most social media managers have no formal education in the field. If your team members are ready and willing to invest their time in developing new skills, it's a good idea to enable that through your social media budget. You'll be the beneficiary of everything they learn. Depending on your team's skill levels and campaign needs, these are a few training options you should consider including in your social media budget. Hootsuite Academy, a catalogue of certification courses taught by industry pros and tailored for businesses. The cost ranges from $99 to $999. LinkedIn Learning, a library of more than 18,000 expert-led courses with the ability to create custom learning paths for employees. The cost is $379.88 per seat per year for small teams. Or you could also consider allocating an education budget to each employee per year so that they can select the training that makes the most sense to them.